Like always, I'm not gonna wait for nobody to come in the room because I know you two don't fuck with a nigga. But I just wanted to, I just wanted to make a disclaimer. I do this shit for myself. You see, I do this for the women who are going through what I'm going through, and they need somebody to turn to. They need somebody to relate to. They need to see someone experiencing the same defeat that they're experiencing and surviving it. Um, I didn't want to expose to the world that I was HIV positive. No, that's not something that I wanted to be famous for. That's not something that I wanted to be known for. But life got a funny way of putting you exactly where you don't want to be. So, I wanted to give those going through the same thing that I'm going through, being recently diagnosed with HIV or living with an HIV diagnosis, I wanted to give them some strength. So when you jump your ass on my page and you get to thinking every goddamn thing I say is about you, refrain. Refrain from bringing that shit my way. You don't want to bring that shit my way. You don't. I mean, who does that? You see people trying to connect with each other. You see people trying to offer others some form of strength in a dark moment. And you think every goddamn thing I do is about you. You wholeheartedly believe that it's a fucking competition. You can't compete where you don't compare. Now, everybody needs words of encouragement. People that's got cancer need words of encouragement. People who are homeless need words of encouragement. People who are just going through a tough time in their life need words of encouragement. People who are HIV positive need words of encouragement. So many people point their fingers and, oh, they got that shit. They got that fire. They got that killer. And your simple-minded ass, being the perfect little slave that you are, wholeheartedly believes that they got it because they was fucking everybody. Yeah. Sure. That's one way. That is one way that you can, contract HIV. You can contract HIV because you was fucking too many people and you don't know, you don't remember, and you don't know where it came from. You can contract HIV from a needle stick. You can contract HIV from sharing needles. You can contract HIV from tainted blood, having a blood transfusion. There are many methods in which you can contract HIV. Hell, you can contract HIV because somebody criminally infected you with HIV. How do you say someone could criminally infect you with HIV? Well, there are many ways. There are men who know that they're HIV positive but refuse to go to the doctor, so that way they can use plausible deniability when being confronted by the woman who they have given HIV to. They do that a lot here in the South. these men will know that they are HIV positive, and they won't go to the doctor. But they will know that they're HIV positive because the women that they have been with will tell them, the doctor told me I was HIV positive. And they'll say, well, I ain't never heard that. And they'll let every woman that they continue to sleep with say the same thing. And they'll never go to the doctor because they want to maintain plausible deniability. There are very, very, very sick individuals that will abuse their power of being healthcare providers and purposely infect you with HIV. Perhaps you was in the streets and somebody got shot and you just wanted to apply pressure till the medics got there. You didn't know that person was HIV positive, but it just so happens you've got a cut on your hand. The same exact hand that you used to apply pressure to their wound. Now, you're HIV positive. See, there are many ways and many methods and many means in which one can contract HIV. So when you look at me and you see me and I'm telling my story and your weak ass feels threatened, remember this. My HIV positive status is not about you. It's not about you. See, I have people in real life that want me dead. I have people in real life that want the worst for me. So anything anyone says on this here internet, it's entertainment. And if you make videos and you post them on the internet, it's guaranteed that somebody is going to watch you. So if you didn't want me watching you, stop posting videos. I mean, I could sit on this bitch all day long and watch every single motherfucker that I'm subscribed to. Because I ain't got no kids. I own my own business. I work for me. I work for God. You see? So I ain't got shit but time. I ain't got nothing but time. If you don't want me watching your videos, stop fucking making them. If you feel some type of way about my videos, stop fucking looking for them. You done got out your motherfucking character and out your body, bitch. You bitches out your body. Yeah, you bitches is out your body. You sit up there with all your sneak dissing and shit. Like, that shit hurt my feelings. Like, I'm hurt. Nah, bitch, I wear my hair on top of my head, bitch. Do you think you can hurt me? But I said this once before and I say it again. Ain't nothing you can say worse than me than when the doctor told me I was HIV positive. And you may not understand why. And that's okay with me. You might not understand my reasoning. And that's okay with me. You might can't comprehend level of confidence. That's okay with me too. That's something that's going on within you. See, at once in my life, I believed that I was highly confident, had unlimited self-esteem, until the very thing that made me so confident about me was taken from me. Weak women believe that it's their beauty, it's their sex appeal, it's that gushy pussy. Yeah, that's what y'all think. Weak women believe that. I once believed that. That was where my confidence lied. And then I was diagnosed with HIV. No man that I've been with has come to me and said that he has HIV. No man that I've been with has got on the internet and sprayed me for giving them HIV. But they'll say, the haters, they'll say, I got it because I was in the streets fucking everybody. But not one of those bodies that I fucked is HIV positive. Not one. Now, as strange as it may be, and as difficult as it may be for you to believe, there are more ways to catch HIV than you are aware of. So when you see me and you think I am in competition or I do this shit to get at you, stop thinking so fucking highly of yourself, boo. This ain't about you. This is about all those women receiving HIV diagnosis who are shunned by their community, shunned by their loved ones, shunned by society. But the men who continue passing it around are revered. They're helped. They're assisted. And it's really sad because most of the time, men pass HIV to women. Most women, well, I'm going to say this because I know most black women who have HIV have contracted it from their lovers. Women who believe that they were in monogamous relationships with straight men, only to find out upon receiving an HIV diagnosis that their man was on the down low. So I put my messages out there for those in need of me. Those that need the strength to get through what they got to get through. Every goddamn body turned their back on me. My jobs, my friends, my husbands, everybody. And because of that, I decided I was going to be the voice of reason for those who have been diagnosed with HIV. That's what God told me to do. God said, get over yourself, girl. God said, get over your ego. Stop worrying about whether a nigga gonna want to be with you. Stop worrying about what people gonna think about you. Somebody out there needs you. Somebody out there done been diagnosed with HIV and they don't know what they're going to do. And they thinking about ending it all. And I am here to tell you, you are more important than your sexual organs. In a society where women are valued on their beauty, you are more beautiful than you ever will know. Sexuality does not make you valuable. Your ability or willingness to lie down with anyone who comes to you does not make you valuable. And I know a lot of people think that it does. And I know right now, in the midst of everything, it's hard to understand where I'm coming from. But I urge you to stay strong. I urge you to find the value in the valley, baby. Find the value in the valley. Because a woman or man, it doesn't matter. I mean, any human is not valued by their sexual organs. So for all you wanna be self-proclaimed bad bitches, I'm a realist. And the truth is this. Watch who you make friends with. Watch who you lay down with. Watch the people you hang around with. Because somebody could be so jealous and envious of you that they would devise a scheme to give you HIV too. I mean, not one motherfucker I done been with has HIV. And if they do, they damn sure ain't telling me. So, you know, as I stated before, I do these videos for those in need. I do these videos for me. Because it's certain days that I sit in this bitch and I need a voice of reason. I need someone to believe in. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not on this plank by myself. I know that society will tell you to hide your HIV positive status. Oh, you ain't gotta tell nobody. You don't. But you also don't have to hide and lie about who you are and where you're at. You don't got to be ashamed. And the truth of it is this. If your HIV positive status makes them uncomfortable, that's a personal problem. It's personal. If your HIV positive status makes them believe that they're better than you, that is something personal. All of these things are personal. Now, many will tell you, oh, you can still live a wonderful life and blah, 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 blah. All true. It's all true. But what they don't tell you is sometimes you're going to cry for no reason. Sometimes you're going to hurt for no reason. Sometimes you're not going to love yourself. And you're going to wonder why. Why me? It's going to be days and nights where you can't sleep. It's going to be days and nights where you can't eat. It's going to be times where you feel so weak that you just want it to be over. You just want it to be over. But I'm going to urge you to continue on. Continue on. I always wanted to make my impression on the world. I always wanted to give someone words of encouragement. Just something I always wanted to do. And I did it way before I received my HIV positive diagnosis. And to tell you some real shit, okay, to tell you some real shit, when I received my HIV positive diagnosis, I thought to myself, so this is what I'm going to be famous for? It's just a little personal conversation between me and God. This is what I'm going to be famous for. This is what I will be known for. And the truth of it is, it's worse shit to be known for. See, I have been affected by HIV prior to being diagnosed with HIV. I watched my mama go through this. I watched my mama struggle with the medications that they gave her. So much so that I came up with an alternative HIV treatment. I never knew that I was a scientist. I never knew that I was a chemist. I never knew that I was an alchemist until the necessity presented itself. My mama used to say, necessity is the mother of all invention. She said that my whole life. No truer words have ever been spoken. Necessity is the mother of all invention. So when you look at me and you hate me and you think all the nasty things to say about me to me, on my page, in my comments. Remember this. Solutions. I deal with solutions, not problems. I deal with solutions, not problems. There are many diagnosed with HIV who experience various other health issues caused by the medications. Maybe because it was personal to me. Maybe that was my motivation. And quite frankly, I didn't believe in my alternative HIV medication treatments. Like, I didn't believe in it. I just knew my mother was getting better. And then I was diagnosed with HIV. Just when we thought we hadn't got it behind us, just when we was, beginning to reclaim and relive and rebuild. Just as my mother was beginning to get back to her normal self. Just as I was beginning to make my way up the corporate ladder. See, I could point my finger at a couple of different people and say, oh, they did this to me. Hell, I even got documentation that say they did this to me. But the truth of the matter is I signed up for this shit way before I got here. Me and God. I signed up for this shit way before I got here. So, I take that shit like a soldier. And I fight the good fight to inform those coming behind me. Because as much as women are valued by their pussies, no one is stopping the spread of HIV. They are enabling those men who sleep with both men and women. They are enabling them. Society is enabling them to continue spreading this disease. Yeah. I advise you all, stop worrying about me. Stop worrying about me. Worry about you. Because what I'm here for ain't got shit to do with what you're here for. What God got for me is for me, and what God got for you is for you. I can't take it from you, and you can't take it from me. If it's meant, it's meant. If you feel like this shit is about you, bitch, you more conceited than you need to be. Shit ain't about you. We in two different lanes. You know? Bitches will get on here and talk all the shit that you want to about this, that, and the third. And I'm here for it. I mean, I ain't got shit better to do. See, I don't have any children. I don't subscribe to working a 9-to-5. I've been there and I've done that. I'm working on me and I'm worried about mine. And if you got a problem with me, unsubscribe. Because my little 86 subscribers, shouldn't bother you. I am a spiritual guru. I am. I mean, it takes a lot of motherfucking nerve and a whole hell of a lot of spirit to be HIV positive and to stand on it. To not be ashamed. To not be worried about being blasted across the motherfucking world as the poster kid for HIV. I mean, that was not what I planned for myself. However, I took that shit in stride. It's a million of motherfuckers out there reading tarot. How many spiritual gurus are advocating for HIV? How many? Because what I see is a bunch of Christians running around trying to project their Christian rituals and routines and views onto the people who are spiritual. I mean, I thought spirituality was between me and the Most High. You know, I did not believe that it was a fucking congregation included. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers get on this bitch and go to talk about me and mine, this my message, it's my bitch, please. It ain't your message. God gave it to you. It's God's message. Remove yourself from the equation. Get out your ego. Stop sitting up high and looking so low. This shit crazy. Shit is crazy. Like, you motherfuckers is really fucking crazy. The places in which you place your value are not the places in which I place my value. See, I believe my value is based off of how many people I can help. Not how many people view my channel. Not how many people know my name. How many people can I help? How many women can I help get through? This shit's not about you. It's business. It's not personal. See, I am in the business of bringing awareness. I am in the business of helping people get through this. I'm in the business of putting this message out there because we don't talk about this shit enough. We don't educate ourselves on the many and various means and methods in which one can contract HIV. It's really pathetic because we're so simple-minded in this society that we believe that being diagnosed with HIV tells a sign of someone being promiscuous. Yeah. So for those that know me, you know, I don't do this shit for you. I do this shit because this is what God told me to do. Ain't no competition because you can't compare. I'm here and you're there. Now, for those who have, recently been diagnosed as HIV positive, hold your motherfucking head up. Hold your motherfucking ain't over yet.